Hi, it's Dina Manzo at Focus Magazine, and I just had the best eyebrow conversation all about feathering with Christine here, and I'm about to get it done, so stay tuned. So you've been doing everything, makeup, eyebrows, eyelashes for how many years now?
I've probably been doing all of it for around 18 years, 19 years, yeah. I've definitely felt it lately. And I've had my studio for about 13 and a half years. So.
Okay. What is this brow craze that's going on now? It seems to all be coming up in the last 6-8 months or so.
Well, as we know, fashions change, they evolve, they come, they go, and right now it's definitely all about the brows.
Yeah.
Brows are basically the accessory for your makeup. You know, I've always believed if you have great eyebrows, you really don't need a ton of makeup. It kind of just speaks for itself.
Well, it completely changed the shape of your face.
Completely.
Yeah. So me, you know, a while back when it was in style to have the thin eyebrows, I overplucked. And I've been struggling to get them back. And if you look real close, I'm actually trying to grow them back in. And this is why I want to talk to you. What are my options?
Luckily now there are a ton of options out there. There is a process called brow extensions, much similar to lash extensions. The problem with that is it's definitely maintenance. So if you're really not one who can stop in from time to time every few weeks to go in.
Yeah, they only last about 2 weeks. That's
Exactly.
what I've gotten done before, which look great, but it's for a special occasion.
Exactly. Definitely for special occasions. It's just, you know, the monotony of having to go in and getting them done and over and over and over again just for every day is a bit much for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So they kind of just save it for special occasions. There is this new method, and I wouldn't say fairly new, but about maybe a year, 2 years new, MicroFeathering. It's also considered 3D eyebrows.
Okay.
And it's another method of creating thick, full brows if they just never grow back in again. A lot of times people have just put so much stress on the actual root of their eyebrows by constantly pulling it out, and eventually they just don't come back. So
And what is that process, the feathering? What do you do? Is it?
Microfeathering is, it's a semi-permanent. You make little hair strokes in the eyebrows and use a semi-permanent vegetable pigment dye.
So it's like a tattoo.
Similar to a tattoo, but the difference is with a tattoo, the gun penetrates deep into the layers of the skin, which makes it more permanent. The microfeathering only stays on the top dermis of the skin.
Okay.
So it's basically like a fine scratch, almost like a cat scratch, and you would do little hair strokes in the eyebrows. You place the pigment on top of it, it grabs the pigment, and then it looks like a little feather technique into the eyebrows.
How long does this last?
Usually it lasts about 8 to 10 months.
Okay.
Sometimes you can get a year out of it. And that's what makes it more semi-permanent, is it just doesn't go deep into the skin like a tattoo does.
Step by step, walk through it.
What I typically do, I put a little bit of EMLA, a little bit of numbing cream on their skin, and then afterwards, as the client is laying down, I will measure the brows, make sure that they're symmetrical and even on the face. You do a slight outline with the actual vegetable pigment that you're going to use with your brows, and then afterwards you just use the instrument to do the little hair strokes into the eyebrow. At that time, the pigment is placed over the hair strokes, and it sits for a little under a minute, and then it's wiped off with water.
Oh, that's a quick process.
And then you have your hair strokes.
I was thinking this was going to take like an hour.
Nope.
No.
30 minutes tops.
That's awesome. So when I first get it done, I'm going to have a little semi-heart attack, but don't worry because it'll get lighter. Okay,
Exactly.
So we're still here at the face bar. We just finished my eyebrow feathering with Christine. It didn't hurt. It felt like a little scratch, which was fine. So now we're a little bit darker than it's going to be in 7 to 10 days.
7 to 10 days is the usual amount of healing time, and within that time, it will also lighten up in color too.
I can't wait because I love it already. going to put some numbing cream on my brows.
Perfect.
And then any vodka around that we can do, or does that help, or no? We just want to go straight in.
Well, I think going straight in is probably the best.